Welcome to the Performing Arts Series brought to you by the Kennedy Center and Prince William Network. I am Jawale Willa-Jo Zoller, Artistic Director of Urban Bushwomen. This is Kwame Ross, Associate Artistic Director, and we are your moderators for today's program.
Urban Bushwomen and members of the National Song and Dance Company in Mozambique are more than just a dance company. We are a group of professional dancers and musicians who explore spiritual and political and cultural experiences as part of the artistic process. Imagine choreography that combines traditional African dance, contemporary forms, drill teams, double dutch, jumping, step dance, hip-hop with modern dance. Together, Urban Bushwomen and the National Song and Dance Company of Mozambique have created a story about a young girl named Xiomara, who moves from Mozambique to rural Tallahassee, Florida. The play is called Shadow's Child.
During this first section of the play, we find Rolando, Xiomara's father, gathering his wife Lydia and the market women, telling them of his family's upcoming journey to America from Mozambique. However, there are things that must happen, several things that must take place. Watch this section and see what happens. You will see performed traditional games, dances, songs in the language of their native country. Let's see.
Xiomara, ashisali chakwa nenkanjuli yoshonela okushonga luya. Turiste que nishipende minwalation. Nishibeka explorara kamisis.
You've just seen the traditions of Mozambique, which include a masked figure facing the back. This represents the ancestors always standing behind you. You've seen the community coming together to say goodbye to one of its beloved families. So now, Shiamara and her family have arrived in Tallahassee, Florida. We have two cultures coming together, learning about their differences, learning from one another. When you meet someone different, are you curious or afraid? How do you feel when you've been made to feel like the outsider? Do you feel rejected? Do you feel like you're weird? So you've seen the traditional songs and dances in Mozambique. In America, we also have songs, dances, and games that are part of American culture. You may recognize some of the games in the next section. And I'm going to teach you a little game really quick. This is a game that I learned as a young child growing up. And it's called a head-shoulder. So just where you are, you place your hand on your head, your hand on your shoulder, and then you go to clap 2, 3. You can just clap right in front of you. You don't have to clap next to you. Okay, so the words go head, shoulder, baby, 1, 2, 3. Say that with me. Now let's try it in the rhythm. Head, shoulder, baby, 1, 2, 3. Head, shoulder, baby, 1, 2, 3. Head, shoulder, head, shoulder, head, shoulder, baby, 1. Again, 3. Head, shoulder, baby, 1, 2, 3. Head, shoulder, baby, 1, 2, 3. Head, shoulder, head, shoulder, head, shoulder, baby, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was great, you all. Okay, so now let's go back to our story. The family from Mozambique has just arrived on the block, and everyone in the town is coming to see this new family from Africa.
What? How do you do? Well, Mr. Jones. Welcome. Oh, here's some little line. Oh, you got y'all. You look like I mean. This is just hard. Yeah. Let's have your feet. Ya comenzó.
The forecast mostly sunny skies today. Tomorrow, no sunshine and slightly warm temperatures.
You young ladies behaving yourselves.
Yes, sir!
Sure. What I tell you about that round the waist? You know I don't like that, right? All right, now. Go get me some iced tea. It's getting hot out here. You know what I'm saying? You want something? Go get chocolate. You want some chocolate? Hot chocolate. Hot chocolate.
Please, Grandpa, can I have 5 minutes just to play?
You got 5 minutes here.
Okay, 5 minutes.
Come on, 5 minutes.
This is fun again. I let you beat it.
Whack that black kid out. How many times I gotta talk to you?
Oh, yeah, there goes Monster Girl. Stop! She can't help it if she has to cover up. It's a disease. Well, it's still daylight out, so she better go inside. Run! Run! I said run! You guys, let's play. Ooh, look how many colors she has on. One, two, three, four, five. Stop! You guys have on as many colors as she does. She got more colors than I got fingers. She carrying a doll. You guys, she's probably not even from here. You want to play? Okay. She probably don't even speak English. Watch. Are you a doo-doo-berry head? Oh, you guys, come on. Let's play. Let's play. Take the rock. Oh. You ready? You ready? You ready now? Hurry up before the street lights come on. Mabel, set the table. Don't forget the rest. Come on! Keep going! What is she doing? She's trying something. I told you she cannot jump. You can get it. You guys. Give it to me, girl. I'm taking my rope. You guys. I am not playing anymore. I'm going home.
What's all this noise out here? Sheriff, I gave you 5 minutes. Huh? Why every time I gotta talk to you? You know the street light's about to go. That's it. Betty, come get your child. Come on now. I can't do this anymore. Come get it. Betty, just take me, please.
You want your doll? You gotta play a game first. Hide and go seek. You wanna play? One hand there, one hand there. Turn. Stop! Now don't open your eyes until you hear 10, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, come back! Come play with me! It's getting dark! I can play now!
Urban Bushwomen is very interested in exploring stories from many perspectives. For example, there is an African proverb that says, "When the lions tell history." History told from the point of view of the lion is very different from that told from the point of view of the hunter. After watching this excerpt, think about the different characters in the story and their individual perspectives. Think about the teasing and feeling different from both Shiamada's point of view and that of the American children who are experiencing something that feels really different and really strange. How might Shiamata feel now that her doll has been taken away? How might the American children feel? How might the American children feel? This new girl comes on the block. She doesn't speak their language. She's an older girl carrying a doll. Did you see a girl in pink who's all covered up? Her name is Blue, and she has a disease that makes her allergic to the sun, so she can only play outdoors at night. She's teased all the time by the children who call her Monster Girl. The following section of Shadow's Child introduces us to the shadow dancers and the forest spirits. It's here that the creatures of the night and the spirits of the ancestors speak to Shiamata and help her recognize her personal strengths. Let's see how she finds comfort in the night. Shiamata has just defeated the alligator in the forest in this section. Later in the play, she searches for and finds Blue, and the town is in awe of this young girl's courage. In honor of Shiamata, they have a parade to celebrate her heroism. The whole town welcomes Shiamata and her family with open arms. In a moment, the cast members will introduce themselves. But before we do that, I would like to invite the audience to ask a few questions. The phone number is 1-800-578-1396. Let's hear from you.
What made you want to create this piece?
I wanted to create a story about children being strong and powerful and having courage and strength, and in particular, young girls having courage and strength and power. So that's why I wanted to create this piece.
What kind of percussion instruments are used?
That's a great question. What kind of percussion instruments are we using? I'm going to have Kwame and Rolando answer that question for you.
We are using traditional instruments from Mozambique, and I'm going to allow Rolando to name each one, and I'll point it out to you, okay?
I'm sorry, my English is very bad. I don't speak English, but I can try to say that drama, we call it ligoma, from north of Mozambique. And that one, the two, we call it ntoji, they're from north and south of Mozambique. And that, the little one, we call likuti, south and north of Mozambique. That drum we call shigubu, is from south of Mozambique. And this instrument here, we call timbila, is from south of Mozambique, where I'm from, in Zavala. Thank you.
So now that the company is all here, we'll have them introduce themselves to you.
Good morning. My name is Sita Frederick, and I grew up in New Jersey. My family is from the Dominican Republic and Canada.
Hi, my name is Millicent Johnny. I'm from Lafayette, Louisiana. This is my first season with the company, and I'm also a resident choreographer this season.
Hello, my name is Wanjiro Kamuyu. I'm from Nairobi, Kenya in East Africa. I've been with Urban Bushwomen on 5 seasons now.
Hi, my name is Maria José from Mozambique, Southeast Africa. I am a dancer with the National Dance Company of Mozambique.
Hi, my name is Obashe Omagbemi, and I was raised in Silver Spring, Maryland.
Good morning. My name is Francine Sheffield, originally from Newark, New Jersey, and this is my 6th season with Urban Bushwomen.
Hi, I'm Lydia. I am dancer with National Company of Mozambique.
Hello, my name is Rolando Alexandre. I play with the National Company, song and dance, about 12 years.
And again, I'm Kwame Ross, and I've been with Urban Bushwomen for 9 years.
We have a question from Hampton, Virginia.
Yes, this is Sean from Hampton. I just want to say it was a wonderful show, and I just want to know what inspired you to do Urban Bushwomen.
Well, the Urban Bushwomen was founded in 1984, and I wanted to make a company that was more like a theater company in terms of it being an ensemble, so we would create works together. So Urban Bushwomen was created out of this desire to have a community of creative people doing work together, creating work together. We have another call from Newport News, Virginia. Go ahead, caller.
Hi, your moves are really beautiful, and I've traveled a lot, and I haven't seen anything quite like that. And I was wondering, is there a way that we could research the interpretation of the moves?
Well, one of the things that I've learned is that not a lot of people know a lot about African dance of the whole continent, and in particular Mozambique. So I think one of the things that we can do is learn that each country is separate and has within it many, many, many cultures and languages and many, many dances. So you can research Mozambique and learn about the culture, the dances, the masks, the games. That would be a great way to start. There's a question right here.
Was it hard to learn the dances from Mozambique?
That's a great question for the dancers to answer. Let me have Francine answer that.
Was it hard? Yes, it was very hard. It took us a couple of weeks to actually get the moves together. We're still learning. There's a whole vocabulary that we haven't learned yet, and we're still learning with it. But it was very difficult. But once we had very wonderful teachers, Lydia and Maria Jose, they taught us, and they were very patient with us. And once we got the movement, it kind of looked natural, but we're still learning.
There's another call from Hampton, Virginia. Your question?
Yes, I was wondering, I used to dance when I was in school, and this is something that I'm very interested in, and I wanted to know, with the young ladies, is there a lot of ballet moves in it? Because they're very flexible, and I wanted to know what I would need to do to get back into it, because in this area they do have a couple of African studios, but I haven't seen where they do a lot of the ballet movements and the flipping and those type of things.
Well, the dancers have a breadth of training. Millicent, would you talk about the training that you have and how it supports this work?
Yes, as Jolly mentioned, all of us actually have BFAs in dance, in which we have gone under tremendous, extensive training. I, for myself, graduated from Florida State University, and through that, we studied ballet, we studied modern. We also have given the opportunity to branch out and study other ethnic dance forms, such as West African, such as Southeast Africa. For instance, Sita studies Afro-Caribbean, Wanjiro studies yoga, Francine is very involved in Pilates, Maria Bauman studies capoeira. So we're always engaged in the learning process. We're always seeking more and more training, whether it's in a higher learning institution or whether it's in a studio.
We have another call from Portsmouth, Virginia. Caller?
Yes, hello. My name is Linda, and I was wondering how much time and dedication does it take for each dancer to learn the dance steps?
How much time and dedication does it take? Again, I think that's another answer, that question they can answer. Wanjiro, would you answer that? How much time and dedication does it take?
It takes a lot of time and dedication. We've been training most of our lives, so it's taken years. For myself, I've been training over 18 years, and I went to school for dance, and even while you're in the company, you're still taking class outside of the company so that you can keep on your craft and so that you can be as versatile as you can be. So it takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of discipline and a lot of dedication, and most of all, love and passion for the art.
We have a question right here.
What made you decide to include puppets in this piece?
Puppets in this piece. I wanted a way to create magic. And at your age, you know how everything is so much taller and bigger than you? And do you remember when you were even smaller? And everything is always above you. Well, that's going to change, but everything seems so big. So I wanted a way to create the magic of the night in the way that sometimes in your imagination you see a shadow and it seems so big and scary. And then you learn it's just someone walking in the room. So I wanted to capture that magic, and the puppets seemed a way to do that. The puppet designer is Debbie Lee Cohen, and she specializes in puppets that fit on your back, so that, like a backpack, so that they can move. We have a call from Newport News, Virginia. Go ahead, please.
Hi, yes. I just want to know how were these actors selected?
In different ways. For the performers from Mozambique, we went to Mozambique for several research trips, and out of those research trips, we looked for performers that we thought would work well with the company and just were fabulous. And these are the three, Rolando, Maria Jose, and Lydia, that we selected. Most of the other members have come into the company through auditions. or I've seen them in classes at different places, or I've trained them in classes where I teach at Florida State. So it's normally through auditions, but I teach a lot of workshops, so I meet dancers, and they let me know when they're performing, and that's how I get in touch with them. Another call from Hampton, Virginia. Caller, please.
Yes. I would like to know how long y'all all been together.
The company has been in existence since 1984. As we heard earlier, people have been in the company for different lengths of time, from 6 years to a few months. So it's a dance company is always growing and changing. Question right here.
What does each person in the company think is the most important idea or message in the Shadows child?
Well, maybe rather than each person, why don't we have Sita and who haven't we heard from? Sita and Obashe answer that question.
I think the most important, there's a bunch of messages that I hope were coming to you from this show, but for me, I guess the most important thing is embracing what is different and really allowing it to be in some way a part of your life, whether it's just witnessing something different like a dance or like a song and just enjoying it for what it is, or whether it's learning the song and taking it into your life. And from my perspective as the character Blue, I really feel that of wanting the town and the kids to accept me for who I am and enjoy me for the gifts that I've been given.
Hello. I agree with Sita, basically, to embrace differences and to be open and willing to learn about different cultures, even if they look different, might dress differently, doesn't mean that they're not interesting or decent, good people. So just to be open to that information and take it all in.
And maybe one more from Kwame.
For me, it's really being able to embrace and to learn from another culture, and really allowing the conversation to happen through music and through dance, and really get to know each other through that. It's been a wonderful experience. We've just about run out of time. I would like to thank the students in the audience for being with us, and we want to give a special thanks to the viewing audience from across the country for tuning in to the program. If you didn't get a chance to ask a question today about dance or Urban Bushwomen, you can contact the performers by using the email address on the screen. We'd love to hear from you and answer your questions.
We'd also like to invite you to visit the Kennedy Center website at the addresses on the screen. There you will find additional information about this program and our upcoming programs, as well as other resources on integrating the arts into the curriculum. We would also like to hear what you think of the Kennedy Center Performing Arts series, so we are asking you to complete an electronic evaluation form at the address on your screen. This will help us to select topics and resources you need to enhance your classroom experience.
Please remember, our next Kennedy Center performance will be on Tuesday, March 11th from 11 a.m. to 12 noon Eastern Time, when musicians and dancers will perform traditional dance from the Andean region of Peru.
Thank you for being with us. Now, as we leave you, let's join the townspeople of Tallahassee as they celebrate Shiamada's courage and strength. You will see the tradition of the American parade and a Mozambican tradition of celebration. Bye.